Hello everyone, and welcome to the 3rd of October. It's going to be another one of those videos. I don't really think they can be any other way. I don't know how to record videos properly, and honestly, I don't care. I realized recently that I'm not doing this for anyone but myself. If people watch it, that's really, really great. I'm really glad. I hope that you enjoy watching them. I hope you find something useful in my videos. If you don't, that's good too. I'm really sorry. I'm very, very sick and it's making me bitchy. So, Teddy's here with me for moral support, which is fantastic. Got my fantastic Halloween light with me because, you know, it's October. And I've been waiting for this all year, and it's finally here. So I'm not gonna let fucking sickness and weird shit, and bullshit anxiety ruin it for me. I'm gonna do my fucking best to have fun, and that's what we're doing. Okay, so we're here, yes. I was very excited after the last video about 13, to get right into it and do some research and, you know, chuck myself down a massive rabbit hole of 13 information on the internet. But, you know, I really feel like there's not that much interesting, different stuff that people don't already know, you know? I think if I wanted to find that, I'd probably have to get fucking Tor or something and go into the dark web. And I'm not doing that, so... Sorry, Teddy. I'm sorry. So yeah, so here we are, with fuck all information, but, you know, information nonetheless. I did my best, and I'm going to present what I've got, and, you know, that's the way that is. I did find a few other interesting things along the way. Wasn't all a loss. But yeah, okay, so anyway, we were doing the number 13, or as the phobias lovingly named it, triskaidekaphobia. Some of these are really fucking hard to pronounce. So we did the fear of 13 and where that all started and, you know, the history of that, which was pretty interesting. I think the most interesting part of that for me was the architectural critics telling people in New York not to build above the 13th level because of ominous shadows and stuff like that. So that was interesting, but yeah, aside from that, I don't know. I spoke to a couple of friends, you know, and one of those friends was on Instagram, and it was just about, you know, it's obviously people's perception, and if you want 13 to be unlucky, then it will. It was a much longer conversation, but right now I can't recall the entirety of that. I'm using my phone to record, so I can't actually access the conversation. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Fuck. I apologize to the person I had that conversation with. It was a good conversation. Anyway, yes, so I had another conversation with a woman at work, or a friend at work, sorry, a woman at work. I had a conversation with my friend at work, and she said she didn't care about the number 13, but it was the number 4 she didn't like, because 3 + 1 = 4. But then we both had classes starting and we had to go, so we couldn't finish that conversation, and I was really interested to hear more. So I am going to be asking her about that, and I will share it with you because she's a very interesting person. She's got more interesting things, I think, to tell me about many different things, like, you know, ghosts, and if she wants to, of course. I mean, I'm not gonna, there's no pressure. Anyway, so I did my Twitter poll and I did my Instagram poll, and on Instagram it was just a simple, is the number 13 unlucky? 20% said yes, 80% said no. Which was interesting because, you know, I would have thought there'd be more people saying it. Anyway, then we did Twitter, and as you know, that was if you were staying in the 13th room on the 13th floor and they didn't tell you till you got to the hotel. 0% said that they would demand a refund and leave. 13% said that they would say nothing and be scared. And I think I would probably be in that 13%, because I think that's because you'd be more likely in that sort of awkward situation of, I don't want to sound really fucking stupid by saying, well, actually, that's the number 13, and yeah, anyway, I think you know what I'm talking about. Fuck. Doesn't matter whether I'm sick or not, I'm still the same fucking idiot. Anyway, so yes, but of course on Twitter's a different world. It's an entirely different world because, of course, 88% on Twitter for this poll said that they'd be thrilled to bits to be staying in that hotel on the 13th floor in the 13th room. Somebody even mentioned in the comments that if stuff didn't fly around the room and ectoplasm didn't pour out of the faucets, then they were going to ask for a refund. This is, of course, on Twitter, and everybody on Twitter is tough. So, yeah, that's what happened with that. Alright, yeah, so triskaidekaphobia, number 13. That's where we left off with that. Obviously, this led on to... excuse me while I butcher this word. Paraskevidekatriophobia. Oh no, I got it right, alright. And that is fear of Friday the 13th, or a severe fear of... Do you know, I'm not actually drinking this coffee because I can't at the moment, but it's here for comfort, you know, like teddy and pumpkin. Yeah, useless information. Alright, so, yes, that phobia, which is severe phobia of Friday the 13th. Obviously that's a real thing that we all know about it. It was quite interesting to read about, you know, some of the incidences that have happened over the years to people on Friday the 13th. For me, the most interesting and sort of sad one was in 1976 when a man called Daz Pearson, who by the name of Daz Pearson, I think he was from Australia, that sounds very Australian to me, stayed home because he thought something bad was going to happen. He had a bad feeling on Friday the 13th that something bad was going to happen to him. And I'm pretty sure I read that he stayed in bed. However, while he was in bed, the roof collapsed on him and he died. He may even have plummeted through the floor, like 8 floors. Plummeted through 8 floors, I'm not sure. I think I heard that. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. That was kind of sad to read. Crazy shit. Anyway, yeah, so there's that. Also, so yes, well, because I remembered what my friend had said. Jessica, if you're watching, I remember what you'd said. Fear of number 4. So I don't think she's really afraid of the number 4, but I typed in fear of number 4 anyway, and of course that led to me pretending to drink coffee. Fucking shit. Fear of numbers, or numerophobia, or arithmophobia. And of course, you know, that led me to the other number phobias, because there are other actual number phobias. People will avoid these numbers. It also led me to a website, which was, like, oh shit, what was it? It was fearof.net. And it was pretty interesting. It's got like an anxiety test, which I took, but frankly it was useless because it told me things I already knew. Yes, fear of numbers. And of course you've got your henophobia, which is number 1. Number 2 is dinophobia. Number 3 is triskaphobia. Tetraphobia, pentaphobia, hexaphobia. Yeah, of course, when I typed in fear of 6, it also gave me... It gave me hexa, cosi, oe, hexa, conta, hexaphobia, which is fear of 666. So frankly, this has been a bit of a fucking letdown, but I have no one to blame but myself. And this ridiculous fucking sickness that I have, which is just unpleasant as can fucking be. Anyway, yeah, so, I do have a phobia of my own that is, terror-inducing. Obviously, I have a fear of spiders. Interesting also because I heard someone else recently mention that when they're really scared of something, their lips twitch. That only happens to me when I'm around a really big spider. It's very strange, very interesting. So yeah, that does happen. I am afraid of something else, but this thing is fuck, I can't even get it out. Is the epitome of my nightmares, and I honestly don't feel like sharing that yet, or maybe never. I don't know. I don't know whether that's something I should be sharing, because it's not good. There's probably people out there that know exactly what that is, and they'll be more than happy to sing like fucking birds to the world. But, you know, that is if they watch this, which they probably won't, so it doesn't matter. It means I'm safe. Yeah, okay. So I'm sorry about the horrendous quality of this video and my lack of preparation and just the wet blanket start to this fantastic month of Halloween, which I promise I'm gonna make it better and I'm gonna do better things. I'm thinking of doing a movie review. I'm thinking of doing a movie review or two at some point. Just because there's a couple of movies I haven't seen, you know. And what I also love is finding fucking solid gold gems from the 80s that have passed me by over the years. And I'm really looking forward to watching. So, I have tried, but I've been too sick to watch Howling 2, which is called Your Sister is a Werewolf. Or what it was originally named, I think it was Werewolf Bitch. Serba Werewolf Bitch, that's what it was called. But then they renamed it. It's got Christopher Lee and, you know, a bunch of other people who, you know, I have no idea who they are. But it's good, it's good. I watched the beginning and I'm looking forward to watching the rest of it, and I might come on here and share a little bit of what I thought about that with you. Maybe? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I should just fucking leave the reviews alone. It's not really my thing. I should just keep going with superstitions. Next I'm gonna have a look at pendulums and their significance in, you know, science versus supernatural, because that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm really sorry, I'm really fucking sick, I'm gonna have to stop filming. I'm so sorry for how disappointing this is, but I wanted to record something because I was just carrying on for too long without me recording something about it. And this is what I found. I will do my best to find some other stuff. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? If you've watched all the way till the end of this fucking video, you're a champion and I love you very much. Teddy loves you very much too, and Pumpkin. Yeah. Thanks for watching.